All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call I'm La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakudash. Double honors to the apostle of this great millstone peace. Salutations, blessings on and healing to the elect. Yeah, so at the end of the day, women are wicked, man. All right. Scripture say beauty is deceitful above all things, right? The heart is deceitful above all things. Who can know it? And look, man, in this carnal ass flesh, this is why you got to be able to overcome this flesh, man. You got to be able to overcome it. You got to be able to control it. Scripture say, "He that have rule over his spirit is better than he that taketh the city." Right. This is why it's so important to control yourself, bro, and to be able to have self-control. Because look, when you have power over your flesh, man, these women cannot control you, bro. All right. And shalom. Let me just say straightforward, like, look, a lot of these fucking women that's out there calling themselves Israelites, this and that, they ain't right. All right. They ain't right. And let me say this too. I know it's nice to, get the admiration and blah, blah, the, sister, this and that. But come to understand that a lot of these women that come around you, bro, they wouldn't be around you if the Lord wasn't dealing with you. You understand this? Just remember, I always remember when times were rough. I always remember when times were rough, bro. Who was around? I always remember who was around, who was when we didn't have shit, when we was, okay, because one thing about these women, they always go for the top. They always go for the head. The top guy, the top head guy is the one that they all want. All right. Sometimes you see the premiere of like the elder apostles and stuff like that. And you just look on the comment board, you just watch and you see a bunch of women. You see a bunch of them just like flocking. Oh, how you doing? Shalom, apostle. Thank you for this. And thank you, apostle, sir. And bishop, great teaching and this and that. Look, bro, I just see bullshit. I just see bullshit. All right. Just cause a lot of you women, you see them, like, how many of them are gonna really get down? You know what I'm saying? How many of them are really gonna, you know what I'm saying? Are they just around for entertainment? Are they just around for entertainment? Or, like the elder Kazak had the question, what do you watch the videos for? What do you watch the videos for? What are you around here for? Just so you could be a part of a hangout? Or are you ever going to, get with one of the brothers? Like I know so many of these so-called Israelite women that are just single, sitting there waiting for some man to fall about the sky. They got all kind of brothers around them in their face, and if none of them is good enough. You understand? So you as a man, bro, you have to bring the order to the girl, man. You have to bring the order to her, man. You have to, because, bro, when you look and seeing this whole IUIC situation with the whole little video that they did, every time they pop up, it's some more foolishness and madness, so they had to, everything they do is just out of order, man. They had the women up there questioning the dudes, oh, what's the name of this and that. None of them can say the name of the Lord, though. Yeah, you got hypergamy and it's truth. That's right. Hey, look, bro. All them women that was in the IUIC, I guarantee you, they all want to get with Nate. They all want to get with Nathaniel because he's the top guy. You understand? So our job as the men of the Lord, teachers, right? We're supposed to watch over your souls as men, all right? As you brothers out there. A lot of the times, bro, in this world, you don't get that much attention from the woman. You feel that, she's with you and this and that. Look, come to find out, brother, that she only wants you because who you are. You understand? If you were just a regular individual, would this woman want you? You got to ask these type of questions. Like 50 Cent asked these questions. 21 questions. Would you still love me if I was on a fucking bus? I asked 21 questions. Is it all about us, right? That's a bad song, but it's the truth. Would this woman want me if I wasn't one of the Lord's men? Probably not. She wouldn't want me. What the fuck would she want me for? She would want a tall, strong, fucking dark-skinned nigga that could dunk a basketball. That's who she would probably want, that make millions of dollars. Look, most women, I'm talking about most women, they just want the top. They just want the fucking top. If you're the top guy, like, look at the society. Who are these women fighting over? They're fighting over one dude They're fighting over one dude, and then the rest of the rest of the guys ain't getting shit. They're fighting over one guy like Future. They're fighting over Drake or Russell Wilson or one of these guys, right? They're fighting for like one of these top millionaire niggas. They ain't. These women are not coming towards you, brothers. That's in this truth until they have to. When all hell breaks loose, right? When all hell breaks loose, watch them all just start flocking to you, okay? Because they're opportunists, man. Now, that's the white man would describe that as hypergamy. She's hardwired to survive because she's looking for okay. Ultimately, it's the fact that she's wicked. Ultimately, it's the fact that because there's many good men that she could choose from, but no, she wants the number one nigga, the one that got the most power, the top head. That was turn her on. You know what turns her on? Power. You know what turns her on? The admiration of men, the fact that other people look at you as the top guy. So they're going to flock towards you. It don't matter if you're big or small or, your physical appearance. That shit don't matter. What matters to the woman in this world is your social status, how much money you got, and how if you splurging on her and shit like that, But that's the way of this wicked ass world. So this is why you see so much problems with our people, man, because they do not value what they have in front of them. They don't value the man that they have. He's not good enough. They don't value their family. They don't value, how many broken homes behind the woman just dipping off because she found some nigga that was more successful, right? So, look, in this truth of ours, you know what I'm saying? These women out there seeking about to get with the top guy and the top this and that, the elder of the this and that, the main guy. You're probably not gonna get it. You're probably not gonna, it's probably not gonna happen, But see, in this world, they've been told these women that they can have their cake and eat it too. They deserve the best of the best of the best of the best, and don't settle for less and all that different shit. And it's unrealistic and it's actually wicked. So the Lord put good men in a lot of these women paths, and they don't consider it. They don't take in consideration, man. They don't even take them into consideration, bro. At the end of the day, all right. And it's gonna be the downfall of many of you out there, man. All right. And we know which ones of you come in sincerity and which ones of you come with weird vibes. All right. The scriptures say, "Be not ignorant in a small thing, in a small matter or a great." All right. First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 37. Wine is wicked. Wine is wicked. The king is wicked. Women are wicked, and all the children of men are wicked, and all such are all their works, and there is no truth in them. All right. Okay, so real quick, this is a book of Sirach chapter 42, and the importance of a man in a woman's life, bro. Okay, because see, in this world, the importance of a husband is gone out the window, man. The importance of a fucking of a true man, you know what I mean? Is gone out the window. If the nigga can't provide, he ain't worth a shit. If he can't spend all his money on you, he ain't worth a goddamn, right? So the importance of a man, right, has been diminished. But this is why these poor girls out there suffering, because they don't have nobody to they don't have no head, no covering over them. Nobody to tell them what the fuck they're doing is wrong. And this is why look at IUIC. Look at them. Their congregation is falling apart because they don't keep their women in check. They don't keep their women in check, man. You got to keep your woman in check, bro. You got to do it. You got to keep her in check, man. You got to keep your kids in check. Part of being in this truth is keep holding each other accountable. You got to hold them accountable, man. All right. In this society, man, it's crazy. All right. Sirach 42 and verse 8. It says, "Be not ashamed to inform the unwise and foolish, and extreme ends that contend with those that are young. Thou shalt be truly learned and approved of all men." I was watching this podcast called the Whatever Podcast. The brothers, there's a page called Back to the Roots where they take all the clips of the manosphere and shit. And this one guy called Marquez Burton, something like that, bald-headed dude. He was going at Adam 22. He was going at Adam 22 based upon, his life choices and his relationship choices with him and that woman, right? With him and that Lena the Plug chick, right? And he was getting on him, basically making him look like a goddamn fool, and getting on all the women on the panel, right? But there was one particular one that he was getting on, like just the one with the pink dress. He was just giving it to her, man. You're not worth a damn, you know. You over there selling your asshole. You know that if you had any proper skills, you wouldn't be doing this, blah blah. Giving it to her real, checking her, you know, like her daddy was supposed to. You see, but what was her problem? She got all mad, frustrated, making all kind of excuses and shit. He was holding her accountable for her actions, you know. And see, everybody on that panel got in their feelings. They were all, oh, no, you can't say that. No, you gotta say that shit, man. You gotta tell the truth. This is what's wrong with this fucking society. Nobody tells the truth. Everybody's all, don't say that. Oh no, you can't say it because it's a woman. Well, look, man, hey, she's gonna have the same judgment. She has to keep the laws too. She's not exempt from judgment. Okay, in this world, we hold them into a pedestal like they're just something that never does nothing wrong. They're just gonna say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. If you don't check her ass, she's gonna go off. She's gonna go off. You see it every day. A woman with no husband goes off. She goes completely off, man. Okay, she has to have a captain of that ship of her relationship, right? She has to have. He has to guide her in the way of life. All right. It says Sirach 42 and verse. So be not ashamed to inform the unwise and foolish. A lot of the time, these women do a bunch of foolish shit, and you got to tell them about it. You got to save them from themselves, man. You got to save them from themselves. You know. It says the father watcheth for the daughter when no man knoweth. The 9th verse, Sirach 42 and 9. It says the father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care for her driveth away sleep. Right? When she is young, lest she passed away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated. Right? In her virginity, lest she should be defiled, and gotten with a child in her father's house, and having a husband, lest she should misbehave herself. And when she is married, lest she should be barren. Now, it says, keep a sure watch, right? Over a shameless daughter, the 11th verse. Lest she make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies. We've become a laughing stock to our enemies because our women are completely out of order, because none of you fucking niggas ever checked none of them. You let them, you pimp them out. You let them do what they want to do. You let them, you don't check them. Everything's all, don't say that. Oh, what if I, the picture of it, You never check her. Okay, there has to be a balance, right? You know, you can't the scripture says be not a lion in the house, but hey, look, man, you got to put your foot down with her, bro. You got to check her, man, just like you check the kids, you know? Because a lot of this shit she be doing is off. A lot of this shit she be doing is off, and she don't even know what she's doing. You know? You got to check her, man. You have to. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies. She's going to be shameless, okay? She's going to be shameless. You have to put her in order. You, brother, you as the man, you got to put her ass in order, man. You got to teach her how to dress. You got to teach her how not to talk. Because in this society, where the fuck does she learn it? She's not going to learn the ways of the Lord on her own. She's not going to learn the ways of the Lord on her own. She's going to wear pants. She's going to wear weird looking hair. She's going to wear weird looking nails. She's going to go out with her friends at all times, probably get, who knows what's going to happen to her. All right. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. In this society, these women are completely shameless. They do whatever they want to do because nobody is checking them. You understand? Nobody is checking them. All right. Nobody is checking them. Nobody's saying nothing. Everything's acceptable. You know? If you say anything to a woman, that's harassment. That's misogyny. That's wickedness. You know? You just got to let her destroy herself, the community, the kids, everything. And then, you sit back there and just be happy that she allowed you she consented to be with you. Right? This is crazy. This is a crazy fucking world we live in. Crazy world. You know? Oh, if you tell her to cover up and wear some goddamn clothes, you're controlling. You gotta be controlling with your woman. You have to control. The scripture say if a man beget a wife, he beget a possession like unto himself. That's your possession. That's your possession. So if I tell her not to fucking go out at a certain time, she can't go out. If I tell her to make a certain type of food the way I want it to be made, well, she got to do it. Okay? The scriptures say be in subjection to the wives, be in subjection to their own husbands. Are these women of today in subjection to their husbands? They got fucking attitudes. They're moaning around about doing this and that. Oh, being a cleaning and cooking is slavery, you know? Yet they want you to pay for 100% of everything, right? They want you to pay for this, pay for that, pay for the hair, nails, makeup, treatments, right? Lip fillers, this, that, toenails, hair, new car note, put money, gas a tank in my car, take care of my other kids from other men, right? This is the way of this fucking world, man. The way of this society, man, because this society is a lie. This society is like they live in a fucking bubble that doesn't exist. It doesn't truly exist, man. This bubble that doesn't exist. You know? That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai. See, we have to go back to the basics always because Jake, they don't get the basics. They can't understand why it's so important for you to have a husband. They can't understand why it's so important for you to fear the Lord Yahweh Shai. Those are basic things, right? It's basic things. But Jake does not understand this. They don't understand the honorable nature of a marriage, right? They just fucking throw away a marriage just because. You know, just because y'all pissed off or something, you know? All right. How quick are they to get divorced? So quick. All these relationships are out of order, bro. They're so out of order. They get into a fight. They're airing out all their dirty laundry. You know, the woman is throwing out all your dirty laundry in the streets. She's saying what you was doing and how your personal life. And all this crazy stuff, right? I was reading the story of this one chick, Flynn Pina, or something like that, and one of her, I don't know, it was on the Shade Room or something like that, right? And she was just going in about how, you know, he pushed her away into the arms of another man. She even wrote a whole book about the shit, you know? Like, all this shit is out of order, man. But you see, that man can't even do nothing to her ass because this white man is over there saying, oh, well, you can't do this, and you have basically zero leverage in a goddamn marriage in this society. You have zero leverage. This is why these men are not getting married, man. Because all these marriages, what do? They benefit her. They benefit baby girl. They benefit her. Okay, this is why she wants to get married. She wants you to marry her because she knows that once you marry her, she had the upper hand. You basically entered into a contract that you don't have any fucking leverage over. You see, you don't have any power. If she wants to leave, she can leave at any time. You understand? You can't tell her basically anything. If you piss her off, she'll just go and deal with some other dude. And there's no consequences in this society for it. No, the cops are not gonna arrest her. The cops are not gonna throw her away for life or put her to death. You know, she feels like she got it all made. This is why you see these women and they love America. They love it here. Ooh, boy, they love it here. They love it here. They get to travel to this part of the world, their part of the world. They get to get all these free money from all these niggas. You know, they get all this free stuff, all this free validation and free. You know, it's the kingdom is made for you women and for the white man. That's who it's made for. That's who it's made for, man. Because you know the white man, he knows our women are beautiful. He wants to have them too. You know. So, you know, he gives them all the delicacies and all the freedom. Do what you want to do. Destroy yourself. Destroy the community. You know, and you know, here it is. Here's a Chanel bag. Here's a Birkin bag. Here you go. Here's a old Poly subscription. What was the other one? Here. You could model for Fashion Nova. You could do this. You could do that. You could do that. You know, you don't have to listen to your. I'll give you EBT. I give you a place to stay. I give you here. I give you there. I give you free rent for a year. You know, they got all these programs for these women. All these programs for these women, you know. But for you men, what do they have for you? A middle finger that you could sit on. That's what they have for you. Because what? You are the target. Okay? So they want to get you out the house. They want to get that woman all masculine and having authority and telling you what the hell to do and da 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 da, and with the deep masculine voice. That's why that's why they do what they do. So there's no order in amongst your communities, man. Okay? So a man has to have control in the marriage, bro. And he has to deal with that control and according to the scriptures, right? He has to save her from herself. He has to watch over them kids. You know, he has to watch over her. Okay, that's why when a woman is by herself dealing with a bunch of kids, she suffers a great deal because she's not meant to carry the burden of two, especially the burden of the parent. You know, the man. You know, she can't carry that burden. All right, them kids ain't gonna respect her like they respect you, because you put that foot up their ass. She don't even have that strength. She's not built like that. You know? So it says, Sirach 36:24, he that getteth a wife begetteth a possession. A pillar of help, help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. That's right. You beget a wife, you beget a possession like unto yourself. That woman belongs to you now. All right? That woman belongs to you. So if she steps out of line, the Lord would deal with her, man. Hell, the Lord gave you the authority to deal with her. But here comes this white man. Here comes this white man. Here comes this white man. No, no, no. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. You can't do that. That's my woman. That's my woman. Here it is. You got no fucking business telling me what the hell I'm supposed to do with my woman. All right. See, the law says very little about what a man and his what it says. It doesn't speak too much about what a man can do with his woman when it comes to, you know, the household affairs, right? When it comes to like their inner workings, you know, because it's supposed to be a simple understanding. You're the husband, she's the wife. There's gender roles, right? There's certain things that she got to do, certain things you got to do, right? It's self-explanatory, man, right? Like the brother put here, 1 Peter 3:1. They say, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they may also be won by the conversation of the wives, right? Let these wives be in subjection to their husband. Once you're in subjection, you know, you're cool, you're in order, you know, you're doing what you're supposed to do, you know, you're being a pillar of rest, blah, blah, cool, you know, that's it. The Lord didn't make like 17 books about how to deal with marriages, you know, like they do in this world, how to be a good husband, this and that, blah, blah. It's not that hard, it's not that difficult. You just got to abide by the commandments, man. You know, the scriptures say a godly woman is given to a godly man. Right. But in this society, man, for the most part, it's very difficult for these normal people, right, to deal with these relationships because they don't even know what the hell is going on. They don't know why these women are the way they are, why, you know, you're under the curses, why, you know, she has all this trauma and past, you know, shit. Right. But the scripture say 1 John 2:20, you have an unction from the Holy One. You know all things. Right. Here it is. The Lord, let us have this understanding so we can deal with these women the right way, man. All right, you don't have to hit her, you don't have to do all this crazy shit. You know, you just deal with her according to the scriptures, man. You know, the scriptures say if she would not go the way that you would have her, cut her off from that flesh, give her a bill of divorce, let her go from thee. You know, walk away, MGTOW. You know, and then she's gonna realize that, you know, if she has any type of brain, she's gonna realize what kind of man you are, right? But here it is in this society, you know. You can't deal the way of the ancient world. You can't. The scripture say all things are lawful, but all things are not expedient. You can't put her to death for adultery. You know, you can't do certain things that you're supposed to be able to do. You know, you can't have the control over your so-called relationship, your marriage. Okay, you can't be that what you're supposed to be. That's why the Lord has to liberate us from this society, liberate us from this place, and give us the power back so we can have the say so. Here it is. This 50-50 shit and all this craziness and we're equals and this and that. It's not how the Lord set it up, man. It's not how the Lord set it up, and it doesn't work. This 50-50 bullshit and all this crap. Okay, people try to make it work in this society because this is just what you were subjected to, you know. But this is not natural. It's not natural for you as a man to be with one woman for 75 years of your life. This is why they cheat and all this different stuff, so-called, right? It's not cheating. It's just the man exercising his natural, God-given right and ability to go and be fruitful and multiply. The Lord gave the commandment. He said, be fruitful and multiply. How are you supposed to be fruitful with only one woman? Okay? You're supposed to have many wives so you can be fruitful and multiply. So you could be a nation, the scripture says, as the sand of the sea, right? You can't do that, okay, in this society, even though this society has, 8 billion people in it, blah, blah, whatever. But, for the most part, I mean, you can't do that. You as a man, you can't have 30 kids. I should have about 30 kids by now, man. And by the time I hit 30 some years old, I should have like 100. That's how our forefathers were. My great grandfather, he had like 25 kids. There was no fear of busting in a girl. In today's world, that's how you know you're in slavery. You are afraid to let off in a woman because you know that damn child support is coming. That's hell. You as a man, you should be free to just let it go and have a child with your woman, and enjoy the pleasures of life. But you gotta wear a condom. You gotta pull out. You gotta do all this different shit because everything about this society is captivity, man. It's captivity, because here it is. You get this girl. Now she's using the kid against you. Now she's going to the court, asking for more money, asking them to garnish your wages, asking them to do this and that, right? Hey, come on, bro. You can't even have your children and you can't even enjoy them. You can't even enjoy your children, man. How many of these men have found out that them kids ain't theirs? After years, how many of them found out, bro? A large percentage. A lot of these dudes, oh, that kid ain't mine. It's somebody else's kid, right? So yeah, this society is completely out of fucking order, man. Completely out of order. Genesis 1:28, and the Most High blessed them, and the Most High said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish, over the fowl of the air. Right? That's right. Yeah. Child support, population control, and also pocket control. Control your pockets, man. Because a man, bro, that's a fucking noose around your neck. You paying this, you paying who knows how much money for 18 years when her ass is pocketing all that damn money for the most part. See, a Title 4D, that shit is unconstitutional. Child support, because you're supposed to stick together as a couple. You're supposed to abide by your man. You had a kid with this man, you're supposed to abide by this man. You're supposed to abide by this man. The script say Genesis 3:16. Your desire should be towards thy husband. Yeah, you were turned on. You wanted to have sex with the man, right? You let him spit all in you, right? And then now what? Your desire should be towards him, sexual lust, right? And then he shall rule over you, right? He's gonna be your husband. He's gonna tell you what to do. He's gonna tell you how to raise that baby. And y'all know in this society, what do? They have these kids, and they don't even want to be with the man. I want the baby, but I don't want the man. What do you mean? The son is that's that man's spitting image. What do you mean you don't want the father? You just want the kid to just take pictures with, like Summer Walker. That's that Summer Walker spirit. 3 different kids, 3 different baby daddies, promoting it to the people because she doesn't have to do that. She could have just stuck with her man, right? London on the track or whoever the hell it was, right? She could have stuck with whoever, she doesn't need to. It's not like the world like forced her. She didn't have nowhere to go, and nah. She's rich and she's successful, right? And what does she do? She chooses to have these different kids and not have the fathers around in the picture. That's wicked, man. You have a baby by a man, you're supposed to stick with that man and raise up that family. As the scriptures say, the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. All right. The destroy of the house, the curse, the blessing of the father established the house, the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations, man. All right. She, with her hands, an unwise woman, it says, with her hands destroy her house, man. But a wise woman build her up. Well, that's why it says in Proverbs 31:30, it say a beauty is deceitful. All right. But a woman that fear the Lord, she shall be praised. Because a woman that fear the Lord is going to build her house up. She's going to build her house up. She's not going to give an occasion to the enemy to speak reproachfully. Okay. She's going to respect the Most High and her husband, and she's going to raise up proper children. She's going to raise up a good man and a good daughter. She ain't going to raise up a slut. She ain't going to raise up a OnlyFans model. All right. But in this society, the white man wants to turn your children into Jaden Smiths and your daughter into Willow Smith. Or they want to turn her into a Christian Rock. You see? They're coming after your babies. That's why I said they like what's his name said, hide your kids, hide your wife. This devil, because this devil wants to destroy your family nuclear structure, which is already destroyed. Okay, but here it is, you come into this truth. You're supposed to rehearse the righteous acts. You're not supposed to come into this thing and keep the Babylonian way of life. Only monogamy and this and that, you know. The IUIC is pushing monogamy, man, which monogamy is not in the Bible. That's not in the scriptures. They're telling these men that they're going off, or you're wicked because you had another woman out in the congregation. That's evil. You gotta cut her off if she don't believe in the scriptures. They don't say that either. They don't say that. 1 Corinthians the 7th chapter, man. The unbelieving husband could be saved by the believing wife, right? So this plays out of order, man. Sirach 42 and 11. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. You got to watch over her. You got to watch over your woman, man. Because at the end of the day, if you don't teach her the right way, she will go left. She will go left, just like Israel. Sirach the 30th chapter, right? A horse not broken is headstrong, right? A horse not, and a child left to himself will become willful. A woman is basically just like a child, bro. Put it up right here. Sirach 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. Right? She's not built like that. She's built to be up under you. Okay? And when she's by herself, or when she's the one that's, over you and shit like that, it just creates chaos and confusion, because the Lord didn't set it up like that. Everything on this earth has its natural use. Okay? If I try to go and have sex with a monkey, it's going to be an abomination. If that's why the Lord said no bestiality. Okay, everything has its purpose and its use, man. The trees got their use. Everything got its use, man. The water got its use. Everything got its use. When a woman is not in her use and her purpose, fulfilling her role, she's miserable, sad, and depressed. And that's what happens. That's what happens. They end up with cats by themselves. Because in them years when you was pretty, when you could command a man that you want, you didn't want that. You wanted to be a free Willy, free to titty. Let me be like Cardi B. But Cardi B got herself a husband, didn't she? Cardi B got herself a husband, and she loved the shit out of that nigga, man. Even though he's a wicked punk, but hey, what can you expect from a ghetto hood bitch? But here it is, you women that come into the truth, you're supposed to be different. You should have you a husband by now. You've been in the truth for how long? You've been knowing about the truth for 10 years. You tell me you didn't find one of these brothers acceptable to get with? But they're gonna wait till all hell breaks loose, and then try to go and cleave onto a brother. Oh, brother, I knew I was always with you. Oh my God, You gotta let that pride and ego go, man. You gotta let that pride, ego, hey, man, hey, let it go, man. Let it go, man. All right. A lot of you are going to bring destruction upon yourself, man. All right. Playing all these games. Look, you was created to be with a man. You got all that beauty to give it to a man. You got all these brothers out here sex deprived and shit, and you got all these women out there just sitting on their ass just like this, just sitting out here watching a bunch of videos. When the fuck you going? What's commenting on the top man's comment board going to get you? What is it going to get you? You think he's going to notice you and be like, oh my God, I'm gonna pick her? No, that's a fantasy. That's a fantasy. It's probably not going to happen. But like I said, they always want to shoot for the top guy, the numero uno guy, so they can brag. Ooh, this is look at me, I'm a bad bitch. That's pride, man. So Sirach 42 and 11. Again, keep a sure watch. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter. Right? All right. Lest she make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies and a byword in the city and a reproach among the people and make thee ashamed before the multitude. Behold not everybody's beauty and sit not in the midst of women. Why? For from garments cometh the moth, and from women wickedness. That's why we don't do the things that IUIC and them do. We don't take the videos and have the women sitting there while we're teaching, and because from them cometh confusion, man. You have to let them play their role. Let them take care of the house. Let them take care of them babies. Let them be barefoot and pregnant and naked. That's how they're supposed to be. They're supposed to. A woman is fulfilled when she's taking care of that baby. She's fulfilled when she's serving you. When she's making you something to eat, she's fulfilled when she's folding your laundry and making sure that everything's cool in the house, man. Making sure that you all right. You feel how you doing? When's the last time your woman asked you how you was doing? How you feel, man? You doing all right? What do you need from me, man? You okay? Well, that's humility. That's love. That's respect, man. Here it is. What was it, Mary? She washed the disciples' feet, man. With her beautiful long hair, right? Washing the disciples' feet. Here you go, Yahushua. Here you go with my tears. I'm gonna wash your feet with my tears. How many of these women are gonna do that? How many of them are gonna go out there and get you another wife? Oh, I can't have no kids. Here you go. Take my handmaid. Take Hagar and go into her and have a baby with her. Matter of fact, Ruth. Let's look at Ruth. Another example, man. Ruth. When she was dealing with Boaz, man, she was at Boaz's feet, man, waiting for this man to get up. Hey, come here, come into me. That's a fantasy in this world. The only way you find that shit out is unless you're a rich nigga or you're doing porn or something. That's why people watch porn, because it's a fantasy. The woman is waiting for you. She's waiting for you at the door naked and stuff. When does that happen? That's like a fantasy for the average man out there. She ain't caught, that's like a fantasy, man. That's like that's reserved for top notch rich niggas. They get lingerie and they get all this crazy shit, all this dirty talk and all this, all this nastiness, right? They get all that shit. What do you get? You get a blowjob on your birthday once in a while. That's the word. That's the way of this world, bro. That's the way of this world, man. All right, crazy. But that's the curses, man. That's the curses. Let me find out where Ruth was an example, man. And Ruth was a Moabite. Here comes Jake. Hey, Ruth was an Israelite. Here comes Jake. But she is an example, man. Right? Do you have examples? The scripts say Romans 15:4. The things that are written aforetime were written for our learning. Right? So you got all these examples. You got Sarah. You got all these different examples of these women that was righteous. The foremothers, man. Because in this world, what do you have? Examples, terrible examples, man. Terrible examples of what a woman is supposed to be. Terrible examples, man. Terrible examples, man. Real quick, Ruth. Three? Is it 3? Oh yeah, 3. Yep. 3 and verse 10. It says, I'm gonna start at verse 7. No, 9. My bad. He said, "Who art thou?" And she answered, "I am Ruth, thy handmaiden. Spread therefore thy skirt over thy handmaiden, for thou art a near kinsman." It says, and he said, "Blessed be thou, O Lord, my daughter, for thou hast showed me more kindness in the latter end than at the beginning, and as much as thou followest not young men, whether poor or rich." Look at that. "And now, my daughter, fear not on some sweetie shit. That rich nigga, that's my type. That's my type. That's the only type. 8-figure nigga, that's my type. And this is propagated in society, right? If he ain't got no money, don't fuck with him, sis. Sis. "And now, my daughter, fear not, for I will do to thee all that thou requirest, for the city of my people doth know that thou art a virtuous woman." Virtuous. It says, a virtuous woman. Yep. It says, and now, it is true that I am thy near kinsman. Howbeit there is a kinsman nearer than I. Tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning that if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman, meaning going into you, raising up the seed. Because when your husband dies, you could deal with the brother, so you could raise up seed, right? And this is what happened here. That if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman, but if he will not do the part of a kinsman to thee, I will do the part of a kinsman to thee. As the Lord liveth, lie down unto the morning. Verse 14 is the point right here, right? And she lay at his feet until the morning, and she rose up before one could know another. And he said, let it be known that a woman came into the floor. And he said, bring the veil that thou hast unto thee, and hold it. And when she held it, he measured 6 measures of barley and laid it on her, and she went into the city. And when she came and to her mother-in-law, she said, who art thou, my daughter? And she told her all that the man had done to her. And she said, these 6 measures of barley gave he me, for he said to me, go not empty unto thy mother-in-law. Then said she, still sit still, my daughter, until thou know how the matter will fall, for the man will not be in rest until he hath finished the thing this day. Then went Boaz up to the gate and sat down there, and behold, the kinsmen of whom Boaz spake, they came by and said unto him, ho, such a one, turn aside. And he said, turn aside, and sat down. And he took, okay, so it's going to go into something else, but that's the point, right? Okay, these a lot of these women, they're proud, bro. They're proud. A lot of them, they're proud. But when it comes to that money, that cheddar, that power, that pride goes away. Now they're throwing panties at you. Now you on stage, they throwing panties at you. These women don't know you for showing you that it's not about love. It's about status, power, and money. Because if it was about love, they would stay with their high school sweethearts. Okay, the only people that are high school sweethearts are these niggas in the NBA. Because these chicks, they see potential and they stick with them. You see, they see the potential and they see money and they stick with the dude, right? But how many of these so-called high school sweethearts are still together? Not many, bro. Not many, man. Not many. Probably like 10% or some shit. Who knows? You know, look at Jeff Bezos. He's been with his woman since they were poor, right? She divorced that nigga and took all that money. She took like fucking $40 billion or something, man. Okay? Like I said, this is why these dudes are not getting married out here, man. Okay? Because even the little shit that they have could be taken from them. You know, it's a scary proposition to so-called date in this modern day world, because the scriptures don't speak about no dating. Where is a date in the scriptures? Where is it that Boaz took Ruth on a date? You know, where is it that Abraham took Sarah to the Piccadilly Market? Did he take her to Noble? They went to Ruth Chris. You know, they went to Hibachi Steakhouse. You know, and then he waited 50 first dates like Adam Sandler ass. You know, only to get a kiss on the cheek. That's what this world is all about, man. Giving her the power, okay? Because when she don't give you no sex, that means that she got all the power. When she can control, when she can give you the sex, that's basically her controlling the relationship. Because you, in this world, you can't so-called get another woman, right? So you basically subjected to whatever she says, right? That's unnatural, bro. That's unnatural. If she feels like for 3 months, she could cut you off and hold you back. Oh, you just got to sit there and wait, right? And if you have other women, that's a problem. That's wicked. That's evil, right? Because a man has a high sex drive. If he's alive, if he's worth a damn, he has to have some type of sex drive, because that's part of life. Like, if you don't look, matter of fact, let's prove that. Let's prove that. Because once you don't have no sex drive, that basically means you're dead. All right. Like, remember when you was a high schooler or you was a young boy, man, you was waking up hard, man. You was waking up hard, bro. You were just ready to get some boxes. You go to school. You don't go to school to go learn the white man's curriculum. You go because all them tenderonis are there, man. Man, all these little young tenderonis just sitting there ready for you to take, right? That's why niggas go to school. You know, school is a great place to learn and get women, man. You know, but it's treacherous. Now, First Kings 1:1. Now King David was old and stricken in years, and they covered him with clothes, but he got no heat. Wherefore his servants said unto him, Let there be sought for my lord the king a young virgin. Let her stand before the king. Oh, in that very same podcast I was mentioning earlier, the woman was like, y'all are pedophiles. All men are pedophiles because all y'all want is fertility, youth, beauty. You know, you want women that are malleable. I mean, who does not want a woman that is going to be in order? And usually the women that are in order are younger women, man. Younger women that you could teach. Okay, because if you get a 40-year-old woman, you can't teach her shit. She knows every fucking thing in the book. She done tossed nigga salad. She done did all kind of stuff. She done been in threesomes, foursomes. She done been to swinger parties, all kind of stuff. You get the girl when she's real nice and young and tender, and you mold her into a wife. That's what we used to do in the ancient world. You make her into a proper woman, because her by herself, she can't make herself into a proper woman. She cannot do it. She's gonna bounce around different pogo sticks. She's gonna hit the streets, and then she's gonna eventually, after like 20-some years in the streets, she's gonna try. Now she knows what a woman is supposed to be. Okay, but then you don't want her ass because she's defiled. Going back to Sirach 42, lest she should be defiled. Keep a sure watch over thy daughter, lest she should be defiled. Because a woman, look, there's this. I was watching this Bangladesh travel show, and one of the Colombian, one of these chicks that she be naked on there, making a bunch of money. She went over there, and they made her wear the hot head wrap and the dress and all that, and they were already looking at her like she was a hoe, but they made her wear all the covers, and she was like, "There's men from all over the world that come down here to Bangladesh and pay $100,000 to get one of these women that are pure and feminine and malleable, right? Why do they spend so much money? Why is it so important for your woman to be in order? Why is it so important for her not to have a bunch of cocks in her? Why is that so important? Because she will have a bunch of demons on her if she's not pure in that sense, man. If she, see, this is why you have to get her young. But in this world, they call you a pedophile. Oh, you're wicked. You're evil. No, you got to get her young so that you can make her into a proper woman. So you could watch over her soul. So it's for everybody's good. It's for everybody's good. Her own good, so she doesn't go through a bunch of trauma. So she doesn't get her heart broken by all these niggas. All right, unable to pair bond. That's right. So that she doesn't have so she doesn't get all these freaking diseases and shit from niggas. All right. So that there could be order and structure. It's good for you because you get a beautiful wife that's young, could give you many kids, right? It's good for her because she get protection. She get a real man in her life. She doesn't have to deal with all this shit and hell that comes with this world and dating, and getting her heart broken and going through all this crazy shit, right? So because remember when you had your first love, or when you had your little, it was a fucking like unbreakable bond. You was just thinking about this girl you was like madly in love, right? That's called pair bonding, like the brother said, pair bonding, right? The scriptures say that a man shall leave his father and his mother, and he shall become what? One flesh with his woman. One flesh. Hey, sometimes, bro, I be feeling shit my woman feels, bro. If she's sad and shit, I feel the shit. I be feeling that shit, man. And we don't even be in the same area. She could be on the other side of town or some shit, And I feel the shit. Because that's your woman. That's your woman, and you dealt with each other, so y'all become like one flesh. And also the other component of the one flesh is having that baby. That baby is one flesh. It's your seed, but it's also her chromosomes up in there. The baby looks like her. Shit, I look like my mama, in the face. But I have my dad's spirit, but I'm the reflection of them, so that's one flesh. That's one flesh coming together, literally inside of the woman. That's why you can't have all these niggas just beating them walls in and then expect the marriage to work. You can't be a swinger like Adam 23 or 22, whatever his name is, and have your relationship work. Your relationship is not gonna fucking work. It's not gonna work, man. All right, so Going back to the point here in First Kings, it says, so they besought the king, a young virgin, and let her stand before the king, and let her cherish him, and let her lie in thy bosom, that my lord the king may get heat. Like I said, you as a man, your natural way of being is for you. You wake up every morning ready to devour a woman, man. All right, that's part of your DNA. Just like you need to eat, you need to get with a woman, bro. You need to get off. You need to. That's why they have something called post-nut clarity. Your mind is like, your mind is at ease after you let off, man. After you get with your woman, you know. That's why she's supposed to be called a pillar of rest, right? That's why that's what the scripture says. Sirach 36:24. Bro, put it up there, right? That's why she's referred to as a pillar of rest. So when a man gets possession, he would get a pillar of rest, right? And let her cherish him, and let her lie in the bosom, and get thy king heat. So King David was about to die. They brought him a beautiful young chick, and he still couldn't get it up. So that meant what? He had very little life in him left. He was about to die, right? So a man's natural desire is to defile, is to get with a virgin, is to get with a woman, is to get with a young woman, you know, is to get with a beautiful, tender, fine woman. All right. That's a natural. It's nothing natural about you getting with a man. There's nothing natural about you being a mo. Oh, love is love, and I was born this way. No, you wasn't. You wasn't born this way. The Lord put them spirits on you after you either you got touched or whatever happened, but the Lord gave you up to vile affections. You wasn't just born that way. Every man is born to like a woman, man. They're born to like women. Now the Lord could give you up to a vile affection. Yeah, he could do that. But you yourself, you are programmed to like a beautiful woman, man. There's nothing better. Oh, can you find that, brother? Can you find that? It says the chair, a beautiful woman chaired the countess. A beautiful woman, she cheers the countess, man. Okay, hey, like that one show, Sinceros No Hay Paraíso. All right, we ain't gonna be in the kingdom with no women, man. All right, but the women that we do have, that is gonna be dealing with brothers, they're gonna be in fucking order, man. They're gonna be in order, man. They ain't gonna be doing all this bullshit that these modern day Israelite women are out there doing, man. You know, they're out there doing all kind of shit. Oh, speaking of the IUIC, there's this one famous chick. Her name is like what's her name? She's like dark skinned, whatever. She got mad followers. She got like 350,000 on IG. Like, she's selling all kind of merchandise, doing all this shit. She's more famous than Nate. She's more famous than Nate. What's her name? His daughter or something like that. Jolene or something like that. She's more famous than Nate on there, showing you the IUIC is completely out of order, bro. Because it's not about the ministry. It's about gimmicks and antics and, you know, wearing dresses and making yourself look like the ultimate Israelite. But are those women over there in IUIC in order? Hell the fuck no. Hell no. They're out of order. There's adultery going on over there. All kind of shit going on over there, man. All kind of shit going on over there. Madness, pushing them Jesus names, all kind of stuff. Okay, because what? They're moving in the off spirit, not under the names of Yahweh Shem Shai, but under them Jesus Christ names. So that's what you get. You get disorder. You get madness. You get broken relationships, homes. You know, weird behavior going on, man. So it says they sought for a fair damsel throughout all the coast of Israel, and found 1 Kings 1:3. They found Abishai a Shemonite and brought her to the king, and the damsel was very fair, very beautiful, and cherished the king and ministered to him, but the king knew her not. Okay, so the king couldn't get it up. The king couldn't deal with her. Okay, a beautiful woman is just gonna arouse you, man. All right, she's just gonna arouse you. All right, you're going to be aroused by a woman, man. If you're a full-blooded man, you're going to be aroused by a beautiful woman. See, because our way of life and our biology is wired different. A woman, you gotta play with her mind first and foremost. You know, the physical is not so important with the woman. It's all about the mental. It's all about the mental. All right, it's all about the mental with her, man. You know, it's all about how you make her feel and stuff. You know, so when a woman cheats on you and she gets with another dude, she really like that nigga. She really feeling that dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a totally different thing. A man just get aroused by the physical appearance. You know, all he sees a beautiful, fine-looking woman, and he just gets aroused, right? But a woman, it's not the same. You know, it's not the same. You know, she ain't gonna just get instantly wet just because she's gonna have to see money, status, power, some type of masculine attributes for her to start liking you and really desiring you sexually. Like I'm talking about, like, you know how they look at fucking Drake or something. Like when they see Drake, they just see millions and millions of dollars and Chanel bags and Fendi, you know, and they see, like, you know, clout and I could post this and I can make other women jealous, you know. So Sirach 36:22, the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loving nothing better. That's right. A man loving nothing better than a fine tenderoni, man, because what's it called? That's the glory of a man, right? The glory of the woman is her hair that's given to her for a covering, and the glory of a man is a woman. She's so a beautiful woman. There's none better. And the Lord took our women from us, but now He's giving them back. Amos 7:17 said, "Your woman shall be a harlot in the city." Right? I guarantee you, most of you brothers out there, your woman has a past. She has a past. She been with other dudes. She got with other. She opened up them legs to other guys. All right. So that means that your woman was a harlot in the city. Now we understand that we have to deal with that. All right. Because at the end of the day, we sinned against the Lord, right? The scriptures say, "I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against Him," right? So this is the reason why, you know, she has a past, she has this and that trauma, blah, blah. Okay, cool, right? The Lord's going to refresh the daughters of Zion. It says, Isaiah 4:4, right? When He had washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, right? That's what we're looking forward to. But the beginning of that process is you coming up underneath the men of the Lord. You coming up against you coming in order and subjection underneath the men of the Lord. That's the beginning of the healing. All right, that's the beginning of the that's the beginning process of the Lord washing away the filth of the daughters of Zion. You know, just as we have to submit to the Lord, you have to submit to the men. And if you don't do it, the Lord will wipe you out and get other women that will do it. Other women that will be in subjection. Other women that will, you know, fulfill their purpose, man. Because we have to fulfill our purpose. Right? We have to do the work. We have to go out there. You know what I'm saying? So what are you going to do? You just going to sit there looking pretty all day? No, you're going to put out. You're going to put out, man. We could do this the easy way, or you can do this the hard way. You know? Like they said in the Boondock Show, man. Okay? So all these games and all shit, you know, it's cool, man. It's cool. The Lord, man, he's gonna do what He's gonna do, man. Well, that's why the Lord said, "Tremble, you women that are at ease." Right? Yes, we know that's talking about not necessarily talking about the women themselves, but we could apply it to you. You know, tremble, you women that are at ease. You know, because here it is: give ear to my speech, you careless daughters. Right? They live with a carefree attitude because they live life on easy mode. But pretty soon, life is not gonna be easy no more. Life ain't gonna be easy where you could just swipe right, swipe left on a nigga. You know, leave them on scene, ignore them and shit. Man, you gonna wish you clicked right. You're gonna wish you said yes to that man. You're gonna wish you had put out a little bit more, because pretty soon you're gonna die for one of these men that you've been talking shit about. You've been acting like they wasn't nothing. You've been, you know, a man shall be a covering from the tempest, you know, from the wind, from the storm, from the tempest. The Lord said, Isaiah 13:12, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, than the golden wedge of Ophir," man. All right. These are prophecies, man. These are prophecies, and they're being fulfilled as we speak. Okay. As we speak, man. All right. So yeah, anyways, I just want to touch on that, man. Just real quick, man. You know, it's through the spirit. There's a lot of disorder, man, in this world. It's a lot of bullshit. And look, man, when words can't teach, adversity will, bro. A lot of you women, man, you're on there searching for the top man, you know. You're on there searching for the eligible bachelor. You know, you're going to get a rude awakening, man. All right, you're going to get a rude stiff arm to the face in that time. You here it is, all these brothers that you could have dealt with, but you wanted to reach for the top and for the stars, you know. Okay. Like I said, bro, don't fall for the okie doke, bro. Don't fall for that okie doke, bro. All right. A lot of these women, they're gonna come to you, brothers. They're gonna come to you, brothers. and they're gonna come in there with they, they're gonna come in there throwing them panties at you, and you ain't gonna know how to act. All right, you ain't gonna know how to act. This is why the scriptures say a man that travail much has much experience. You got to get with a lot of different women. My mom used to tell me this shit, and this is a spirit, man. She was like, yeah, man got to go through a lot of different women to, to understand life, and that's the truth, bro. That's the truth. You got to understand the nature of these women, man, and you got to be able to understand when they're fucking trying to manipulate you, use you, when they're trying to fucking use that booty as a leverage, when they're trying to lie, when they're lying to you, when they're coming sincerely, when they're not. You got to know these things. But these things come by way of the Holy Spirit. All right, by way of this word, by way of experience, by way of you being wise and onto salvation, onto life, right? But we're here to warn you, man. We're here to tell you about the pitfalls of life, before, so you don't fall in them, man. So you don't get played, so you don't get seduced, so you don't get done like Samson and Delilah, man. Because Samson, all that might, all that power, but that woman, she don't need power and might. All she needs is subtlety. All she needs is that beauty and that thing between her legs, man. And she could have a nigga like Samson on his knees with his eyes of Kings, Proverbs 31:3. So this is why we warn you, brothers. This is why we say what we say. This is why we speak the way we speak. This is why we get on these women the way we do. This is why we hold them accountable to the thing this is why we hold you brothers accountable too. All right? Because everything got to be done decently and in order. 1 Corinthians 14:40. Hey, but with that call, I'm like Yahweh, Hashem HaMashiach Yahushua, double honors to the apostle of this great millstone, where we learn his truth and peace and mercy to the elect. Shalom. Shalom.